Warriors, come out to play. Warriors. Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. And so Elon Musk has apologized for, referring to the British rescue diver who lives in Thailand, the British expat, Unsworth. He has apologized for, referring to him as pedo guy. Even though he qualifies it and says, even though the guy said many untruths, it doesn't justify him saying what he said, calling him that. So he apologized. He apologized, man. I like Elon Musk quite a bit. I think he's totally cool, and he actually wasn't completely wrong in this instance. He just he shouldn't have. He apologizes for calling him pedo guy. And I saw after the aftermath of this that he had posted the email correspondence because actually one of the chiefs who the former governor of the province, Chiang Rai province, had said his contraption wouldn't work, and that was in I think the BBC or something like that. This tweet right here: Elon Musk's offer not practical for cave mission. Thai rescue chief says, but then Elon Musk, says that he wasn't corresponding with him, the Thai rescue chief, and that the person who was really sort of in charge of the mechanics of the rescue was some guy named Stanton. And he posted an email correspondence between he and this person was telling Elon Musk, please keep working on what you're working on. We really still may need it for the youngest lad who we're worried most about. And it says right here, and here's Richard Stanton, here's Elon Musk going back and forth. We were worried about the smallest lad. We're worried about the smallest lad. Please keep working on the capsule details. Sounds good. We'll continue. This is Elon Musk. Parts are being assembled and will undergo testing in water. In a few hours, we will send pics and video. However, don't want to put it on a plane. If you think there are important changes needed, operating principles the same spacecraft design. No loss of life, even with 2 failures. And then Richard Stanton, it is absolutely worth continuing with the development of this system in as timely a manner as feasible. If rain holds out, it may well be used. Elon Musk, understandable right now. I have one of the world's best engineering teams who normally design spaceships and spacesuits working on this 24 hours a day. And that, that was just the guy telling him to keep working on it. We may use it. So Elon Musk has got a very valid point there, but he does apologize for the reference to pedo guy. So, and his apology was right there. As this well-written article suggests, my words were spoken in anger after Mr. Unsworth said several untruths and suggested I engage in a sexual act with the mini-sub, which had been built as an act of kindness and according to the specifications from the dive team leader. I'm assuming that's the Stanton. So the reference that suggests I engage in sexual act is where he says he can stick the mini-sub where it hurts, which means, I guess, you know what it means. So, and then he says, nonetheless, his actions against me do not justify my actions against him. And for that, I apologize to Mr. Unsworth and to the companies I represent as leader. The fault is mine and mine alone. Partly is because his stock was, went down just a modest amount. Believe me, I'm telling you, these things are insignificant, But I do think that there's certain board members and certain investors that have been for a long time trying to oust him and take over his company. It frequently happens in these corporate takeovers. They're like, it's like, soap operas of the boardroom, But they really do happen, and they can literally manipulate the situation and take over your company, a company that you founded, you run, but by using the press and investors and, stockholder meetings and all the rules that go along with that, they can end up taking over your company. So he apologizes to kind of squash this, and I think that's pretty much the story there, dude. And you know what? And I know part of the story was there was a story broke that he was a big donor to some Republican PAC or something like that, and he actually denied that, and he basically said here in his Twitter feed that reports that I am a top donor to GOP are categorically false. I am not a top donor to any political party. That said, I do not actually see the checks. Change that policy today. A nominal annual amount goes out automatically to both parties to maintain dialogue. I've given vastly more to humanitarian causes. I absolutely believe that completely. You know, the amounts we were talking about, I think it was in the amount of $40,000, and I believe that that's true. He basically just donates to both sides of the party, both sides of the aisle to, you know, have access to that and so forth. That's just, I mean, and $40,000 is absolutely peanuts. It's pittance when it comes to the millions, hundreds of millions that get donated by many other corporations and so on and so forth. It's just insignificant. But, you know, he just apologized, and it's a done deal. There you go. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below, and I will see you in the next video. Warriors, come out to play.